Well, welcome back to another Dynodaze video, and as you can see, an EP3 in the house for mapping today on a K100 Honda. It's a K24, so let's get mapping.
Well, what a car.
A little bit darker than normal, there's no interior lights being a track car.
Yeah.
So, a bit in the dark. Right, okay, so this car, EP3, got a JDM K24 in it. It's not a K24 Frank, it is just a straight K24. He has got drag cartel drop-in cams, he's got Skunk2 Inlet Manifold, he's got a good induction kit, he's got a 4:1 Decat manifold, I believe he's got Tegiwa 70mm on it. No, it's a lie. It's solid fab 3-inch is what it's got on it.
Solid fab.
Got a solid fab 3-inch on it. So really good mods, to be fair. Coupled with that, this car was previously mapped. It had a K24 Frank in it when he bought it. He says, but the person that built it
did a rod delete.
Yeah, he said it wasn't the best build. When they took it apart to have a look, several things were wrong. Obviously, they had an engine failure. So to make life cheaper, I suppose, if you want to put it that way, he decided just to fit the K24 and transfer all the mods over so that he could then get the car back on track. Car was previously mapped on a K100 board.
You like them, don't you, the K100 boards?
Yeah, I do. I'm actually going to do a scrappage scheme for the K100 boards where I buy them and then smash them up live on the internet for people. Yeah, so anyway, so we're back to the K100 today. Yeah, and we've done well, I think. I think the car's done really well, I think.
Mate, she's a screamer. This is going to be so much fun on a track.
Yeah, we started off with the rev limiter at 7.5, and then obviously upped it slightly to 8,000. We made peak power at 7.8, so I don't really want to rev it any further than that.
You want to explain why?
Well, it's a bigger engine for a start, so you've got a bigger pistons, more piston speed and whatever. Obviously doesn't necessarily go that way, and the K24 doesn't rev like that. You know what I mean? So there's lots of reasons why you don't necessarily want to rev it out. But my point was that it was still making power at 7.5, and being a track car, I wanted to see where it stopped making peak power. Like I say, it may stop making peak power 7 something, so near enough 7.8. So we revved it out to 8. We've seen peak power at that point. We're not over revving it, in my opinion. So we've done that. Obviously gone through the cam timing, went through that. Obviously done fuel and ignition time and everything else. Got the absolute best out of it. We put the VTEC crossover point at 5,000. It seemed to work best with the cams when we were at it.
Yeah, it responded best.
We set it a little bit early. We had a nasty dip. It would actually make more power for longer on the low cam, basically, in that area, and then obviously change onto the high cam. So we've obviously moved that around by 250 RPM at a time, 100 RPM at a time, found where the best point was, which happened to be 5,000. And gone for all that. So I think we've got every ounce of power there is at every point in the rev range out of this car. And we finish on 265, which I think is really, really good, considering this is just a K24. It's not a K24 Frank.
It's got a final drive, hasn't it?
It has got a final drive in it, and with an Accord 6th gear. So we've ran the car in 6th today, because obviously that gives us sort of basically the closest one-to-one that we're going to get. I think that's done really well. He said the car was previously 275 with the Frank build in it. So I think to be 10 brake down and be not have that head on it, I think we've done really well.
Agreed. It's been a pleasure, this one, and it sounds amazing. It really seems to. It sounds aggressive.
Yeah, when it changes on the cam for sure.
Love it.
Well, should we have a look at that graph?
I just want to say that if I was to be building a track car, this is what I would build: the K24 Ep3.
Yeah.
So, like we said in a previous video, if you guys are interested in coming on a Dynodaze exclusive track day, where it's just you guys that follow the channel and us having fun, if you fancy that, then do comment in the comments below, and we'll maybe try and organise that.
Yeah, maybe try and put something together.
Yeah. Let's go look at the graph.
Let's have a look at the graph.
Well, as Richard goes and explains the happy news to the customer that his car's performed extremely well, there is the graph looking mighty fine and finishing on 265 brake horsepower with 212 wheel horsepower. Really happy with that. I love this car. I think I want one. Code word is Screamer, and as you can see in the next photograph that I'm about to drop, he's got a YouTube channel, so go and follow him as well, and we'll see you all on the next one. Peace out.
I'll say it again. Life moves pretty fast.